We welcome you back out here to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Paradise Valley Pumas and your Phoenix College Bears. The Bears won Game 1 in Mercy Rule victory with a 10-run fifth to beat the Pumas 12-2. Game 2 gets started with Alexis Ayersman on the mound, and leading off is number 24, Megan Veramontes. The first pitch to Viramontes was ball 1. The count now. Viramontes fouls that off as the count goes to 2-1. In game 1 of this doubleheader, Megan Viramontes did not record an official at bat as she came up to the plate 3 times and walked all 3 times. The 2-2 count to her now. And she swings and misses. Eiersman records the first out of the inning as her first strikeout of the game. To sit down Viramontes. And now coming to the plate.
Left fielder, number 23, Emily Viramontes.
Is the shortstop, number 23, Emily Viramontes. She hits the first one into right field, but Stepp makes a heads-up play and gets it to first in time to throw her out. She got the ball to the outfield, but was not able to get down the line quick enough.
Third, first baseman, number 22, Jaslyn Romero.
As 2 down or 2 outs away, quickly into this first inning already. As now to the plate comes the first baseman, number 22, Jasmine Romero. The first pitch to Romero is low for ball 1. Romero fouls back that next pitch as the count goes to 1-1. Romero in game 1 was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. As Eiersman gets set, Romero swings and misses for strike 2. 1-2 the count now, 2 outs away in this top of the first inning. In game 2 of this doubleheader. High for ball 2 as the count evens 2-2 for Romero. Eiersman delivers. That is high for ball 3. Full count now for Romero. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Romero swings and fouls this down the first base line, staying alive. Two quick outs. Eiersman trying to get through this top of the first inning quickly as Romero fouls off that next pitch, continue to stay alive. The 7th pitch of this at-bat. As Eiersman looks in, she delivers. This is grounded up the middle for a base hit. Full count single for Romero. She's the first base runner of the day for the Pumas, or for game 2, I should say. 2 out, single for Romero.
Right fielder, number 11, Esty Rojas.
As next up for the Pumas is the right fielder, number 11, Esty Rojas. First pitch to her is ball 1. Next pitch, she grounds to Huey at first, bobbles it for a minute, but tags Rojas for the final out of the inning. Quick inning for Ayersman to get the game started in the top of the first. No runs across, one hit in the top of the first inning as we head to the bottom of the first inning, 0-0. We welcome you back here to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for the bottom of the first inning in Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Pumas and your Phoenix Bears.
Batting first, the right fielder.
Quick inning in the top of the first for Phoenix pitcher Alexis Ayersman as she got 2 outs and then a little single, then a third out to end the inning. On the mound for the Pumas is number 19 Holly Myers. And leading off for your Phoenix Bears is the right fielder, number 6, Logan Stepp. First pitch to Stepp is high for ball 1. Despite being on absolute fire coming in, getting multiple hits in her last 5 games and batting .611 over her last 10, Stepp was 0 for 3 in Game 1 of this doubleheader, as she takes strike 1 there for the count to even up at 1-1. So, if math doesn't lie, she should have a big game in this game too. That pitch comes in and hits Stepp. She'll be a leadoff base runner for the Bears in the bottom of this first inning.
Batting second, designated player, number 4, Asia Jones.
That'll bring up the designated player, number 4, Asia Jones. Jones was 3 for 4. Very nice day, or very nice Game 1, as that first pitch to her was outside for ball 1. She was 3 for 4 in Game 1, most notably 2 hits in the 5th inning, as she led off with a go-ahead homer at the time, making it 3-2 Bears, and then later got on with a single and scored on a homer that would end the game. As that pitch comes in for strike 2, Jones will look to continue her success here in Game 2 as she did in Game 1. The 0-2 pitch is down low, and Stepp takes second base. Showing off the wheels there was Logan Stepp. Now with a 1-2 count, Jones has Stepp on second base and no outs in the inning. She's got an early chance to start off Game 2 the way she ended Game 1. She lines that down the third base line, but foul. One, two, the count remains. Outside is the next pitch, and Stepp goes to take third, and she does. Using a little bit of a swim move there, working around the tag. Looked like the ball got there in place, but she went to the outside of the bag, and the third baseman, not Hernandez, excuse me. Varela was unable to get the tag on her. So Stepp stealing 2 bases in the inning, and now the Bears have a runner on third with no outs in the inning and a 2-2 count on Jones. When Jones slaps this down the right field line, and that's caught, but it will bring a run in. Sac fly there for Jones as the left fielder made the play.
Third baseman, number 8, Danny Hernandez.
One nothing the score now with 1 out in the inning. Stepp came home to score. Next up for the Bears is number 8, the third baseman, Danitza Hernandez, as she took ball 1. Hernandez watches that one low for ball 2. As Myers looks in. The 2-0 to Hernandez. And she watches strike 1. Ball 2, the pitch to Hernandez, as it is now a 2-2 count. As that is in there for a called strike 3. Second out of the inning and first strikeout of the game for Holly Myers.
First baseman, number 18, Jenna Huey.
That'll bring up the first baseman, number 18, Jenna Huey. First pitch to Huey is grounded towards the third baseman, over to first for the play. Third out of the inning, but the Bears get one across after Stepp got on with a hit by pitch, stole 2 bases, and got in with a sac fly. 1-0 Bears. End of the first inning as we head to the top of the second inning. Welcome you back here to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for the top of the second inning. Bears got one across in the bottom of the first to give themselves a 1-0 lead. Alexis Eiersman back out on the mound to try to get a shutdown inning for her Bears. Leading off the inning for the Pumas is the third baseman, number 5, Evie Varela. First pitch to Varela is fouled back into the screen for strike 1. As Eiersman looks in, Varela fouls this one back as well. 0-2 the count. Varela was 1 for 2 in game 1, getting on with a single and then grounding out. Varela swings and misses for the strikeout and the first out of the inning. Eiersman's second strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up the designated player, number 4, Angelique Aguayo. Ayersman's pitch to Aguayo is fouled back for strike 1. Aguayo was 1 for 2 officially, with a ground out and a single. She walked in the second inning as well, getting on base 2 of the 3 times she was up to bat. Ayersman's pitch is towards second base. Second baseman collects it and gets it over to Huey at first for the second out of the inning. Nice play there, Kingston over to Huey for the out. As 2 down now for the Bears, which will bring up the left fielder number 7, Abby Menor. As the first pitch to Menor is in there for strike 1. Ayersman's pitch is in there for strike 2. Menor getting the start in game 2. She did not start and did not play in game 1. And she fouls that one off to stay alive. Menor is out and left in game 2 of this doubleheader after Emily Viramontes moved from left to short. And that one is outside for ball 1, 1-2 the count. That one is fouled down the first base line. 1-2 the count remains. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. 1-0 the score in favor of the Bears. Base is empty. Ayersman has worked productively through this lineup so far, and that one is watched for strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Ayersman, as she goes 1-2-3 in the top of the second. No runs across, no hits in the top of the second inning. The score remains 1-0 Bears as we head to the bottom of the second inning. We welcome you back here to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for the bottom of the second inning. Ayersman has worked 2 productive innings so far, allowing no runs to the Pumas. And the Bears got on the board early in the first inning with Stepp coming across the score on a sac fly by Asia Jones. The score is 1-0 as center fielder number 10 Bella Angelo leads off the bottom of the second inning, with Holly Myers back out on the mound for the Pumas. First pitch to Angelo is ball 1. Myers' next pitch is fouled down the third base line. 1-1 the count. Angelo was 2 for 3 in game 1 with 2 singles and a line out to center. Solid contact in all 3 at-bats. She continues her 10-game hit streak now. Strike 2 in there. So the count is now 1-2. Myers delivers. It is outside for ball 2. Back in game 2 of the doubleheader, last time they faced, when Angelo saw Holly Myers, she was 1 for 5 in that game with a double. As that pitch was high and outside for ball 3 as the count runs full now. In that game, Holly Meyer pitched 8 innings. That one is crushed deep left field, but caught on the warning track for the first out of the inning. Angelo sent that one for a ride,
Number 7, Corinne
but nothing
Meyer.
too much for Menor out there in left field to get to for the first out of the inning. Next up for the Bears is the shortstop, number 7, Corinne Meyer. First pitch to Meyer is low for ball 1. Meyer was 2 for 3 in game 1 with a single and a home run. Part of that mammoth 5th inning for the Bears. As strike 1. 1-1 the count now to Meyer. In their previous matchup, Meyer was 2 for 4 as she fouled that pitch off. She was 2 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored last time she faced Meyer. One, 2 the count, 1 out, bases empty to Meyer. She watches that one outside for ball 2. Holly Myers looks in and delivers. That one hits Meyer right outside the kneecap, it looks like, as she makes her way down to first. Second hit by pitch of the game for Holly Myers on the mound. Hitting step to lead off the first inning, and now Corinne Meyer as the second batter of this second inning. As Meyer walks it off down there at first base, it looks like she'll remain in the game as the catcher comes out to have a little conversation with her pitcher on the mound.
Pitcher number 16, Alexis Ayersman.
That'll bring up the pitcher number 16, Alexis Ayersman. Ayersman was 2 for 3 in game 1 with 2 singles. As the first pitch to her is inside for ball 1. Strike 1. Caught the inside corner. Myers delivers. That one is outside for ball 1. Last time these two faced, Ayersman was 0 for 5 as Meyer steals second base, getting in safely. That was the second ball of the at-bat. 2-1 the count now as Meyer stole the base. Her team leading, or not team leading because she was tied with Stepp. She now has 11 stolen bases, and Ayersman lines that one foul down the third base line. Meyer now has 11 stolen bases on the season, but Stepp passed her up with 12 stolen bases with 2 in that first inning. Two-two pitch is low for ball 3. Myers to Ayersman. She hits this deep left center, and that ball is gone. Ayersman helping herself out in the batter's box. 2-run homer, full count.
2-run blast. Alexis.
That gives the Bears a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the second inning. Despite an 0 for 5 the last time they met, she figured it out this time. Ayersman gives herself a 3-0 lead early in the second inning here. Looked like the left fielder Menor might have thought she had a chance at it, but quickly ran out of room there as
second baseman
Ayersman delivered a bomb.
Kingston.
Next up for the Bears is the second baseman, number 17, Elise Kingston. First pitch to Kingston is ball 1. That was Ayersman's second homer of the season and her 15th and 16th RBIs of the season as Kingston watched ball 2. Inside for ball 3. After that homer allowed by Holly Myers on the mound, she's now got herself into a 3-0 count against Kingston. That one is fouled off to the side for the first strike of the at-bat. That home run by Ayersman was the first hit for the Bears. Despite 3 runs on the board, 2 of those 3 were from hit by pitches. That one is swung on and missed. Second strike of the at-bat. Full count now to Kingston. Kingston did not start game 1, as that one is fouled back to stay alive. Gets the start here in game 2, and she comes in batting 167 on the season. And she'll reach here on catcher's interference, because on that last swing she caught the catcher's mitt. So Kingston on first base due to catcher's interference. 1 out in the inning still. And the left fielder, number 55, Brianna Jorgensen, steps into the box. She hits the first one down to first base, goes over to second to try to get the lead runner, but unable to make the play. As the wind gets crazy here and things start flying around. Now runners on first and second for the Bears. Still with just 1 out in the inning. As the lineup turns over to the right fielder, number 6, Logan Stepp. First pitch to Step is watched for ball one. The Bears have now had 4 base runners in just the first 2 innings, and only one of them has been via the hit. 2 hit by pitches and a catcher's interference. As Myers delivers and Step lines this into the gap, left center, right center field. Center fielder gets to it. 1 run will score. Jorgensen to third, and Step is in with an RBI single. That ball was a bullet off the bat. A nice play by the center fielder to get to it before it hit the wall, keeping Jorgensen from scoring from first.
Player number 4, Asia Jones.
That adds to the Bears' lead, now 4-0 in the second inning, as the designated player number 4, Asia Jones, steps into the box and fouls the first pitch she sees down the third base line. Bears offense coming out in full force in game 2, not letting anything slide from that game 1 5th inning. Starting it right back up here in game 2 as the next pitch is slapped into center for another single. Runner from second will score, and she goes into second and is safe. Stretches that single into a double with a nice hustle play from Asia Jones.
Third baseman number 8, Danny Hernandez.
RBI double from Jones. Makes the score 5-0 now early in the second inning, and still just 1 out in the inning as the third baseman number 8, Danitza Hernandez, comes up to bat. First pitch to Hernandez is low for ball 1. Hernandez lines this down the third base line, but foul. Four runs across here in the bottom of the second inning on 3 hits, a hit by pitch, catcher's interference, and a failed fielder's choice. As Hernandez watches ball 2. 2-2 the count now. Still just 1 out in the inning with runners on second and third for Hernandez. Hernandez watches this one in the dirt, as now the count evens up at 2-2. Hernandez swings and lines this through the shortstop and third base gap. 1 runner will score. Jones will be held up at third as Hernandez comes through with an RBI single to stretch that lead to 6-0 now. Hernandez had struck out back in the first inning, so a nice RBI single for her here in the second.
First baseman Jenna Huey.
And now it'll bring up the first baseman, number 18, Jenna Huey. First pitch to Huey is slapped up the middle, short to second, to first. Safe at first, but the lead runner is out. They do get the lead runner. as Huey will replace Hernandez now at first base. Second out of the inning, but a run does score as the lead now grows to 7-0. And center fielder number 10, Bella Angelo, now comes to the plate. First pitch to Angelo is high for ball one. Six runs across here in the bottom of the second inning. 2 outs. And Jenna Huey on first base as Angelo slaps this one over the second baseman's head, down for a hit. Huey will get to second base on the single. And the inning continues.
Shortstop, number 7.
The Bears have batted around at this point as Angelo led off the inning. And now shortstop number 7, Corinne Meyer, will get a chance at the plate after she was hit by pitch and scored earlier this inning. As we'll get a pinch runner here for Jenna Huey out there on second base. It'll be number 25, Madison Garcia.
Running for the Bears, number 25, Madison Garcia.
As the first pitch to Meyer is grounded down the third base line. Third baseman will step on the bag. Nice play there by Menor to end the inning. Third out. But the Bears get 6 runs across. And they now lead 7-0 at the end of the second inning as we head to the top of the third inning. We welcome you back here to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for the top of the third inning. Ayersman gets back out on the mound with a huge lead, as she's got a 7-0 lead now to work with in the third inning. As leading off the inning is the second baseman, number 18, Cece Serrano. 1-1 the count to Serrano. Two 2-1 the count now. Ayersman delivers. Is fouled over the dugout. So the count goes to 2-2. Serrano starting this game too. after she was not in the lineup for game 1. Toronto is a freshman catcher out of Santan Valley, Arizona. As she struck out looking there for the first out of the inning, and Arizman's 4th strikeout of the game. Next up for the Pumas is the catcher, number 3, Kat Smith. First pitch to Smith is high for ball 1. Smith fouls off second pitch. Make it a 1-1 count. Smith was 1 for 2 in game 1 of this doubleheader with a strikeout in the second inning and a single in the 4th. She fouls that one back as well. 1-2 the count now. Smith comes in, batting .284. She pops that one past the shortstop into left field for a bloop single, as she is the second base runner of the game for the Pumas.
Center fielder, number 24, Megan Viramontes.
Next up for the Pumas is the center fielder, number 24, Megan Viramontes. First pitch to Viramontes is fouled back for strike 1. Irishman on the mound comes in with a .237 ERA. That's a team best, and also leads the team in innings pitched with 145. Strike 2 to Viramontes. If Irishman were to get the win today, she would collect her 20th win of the season in the last regular season game. And she has pitched 14 complete games. Viramontes fouls that one back. The count remains 1-2. Viramontes struck out back in the first inning as she lines that one into left, but the left fielder, Jorgensen, is there to make the play. She was in the right spot for that hard hit ball and is able to get the second out of the inning. As next up
Left fielder, number 23,
for the
Emily
Pumas
Viramontes.
is the shortstop, number 23, Emily Viramontes. First pitch to Emily Viramontes is grounded to the second baseman, over to first for the out. Nice play there by Kingston to get the final out of the inning. One hit, no runs across here on the top of the third inning. Score remains 7-0 Bears as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
For the Bears, up 7-0.
We welcome you back here to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for the bottom of the third inning. Leading off for the Bears is the pitcher, number 16, Alexis Erzman, who fouls off the first pitch beyond the dugout for strike one. Erzman homered last inning, in part of giving her team a 7-0 lead. She watches that one for ball one. Ball two, a good eye there by Erzman. Myers delivers. Ball three. Erzman has herself in a hitter's count once again. As with that homer, she's 3 for 4 on the day. 1 for 1 in this game. She watches strike two. Full count now. She fouls that one back, as the count remains full. Alexis Erzman is a freshman pitcher and infielder from Clarksdale, Arizona. Having a very strong freshman season here with the Bears. As I mentioned, leading the team in ERA and innings pitched and giving her team some offensive support as well. She grounds that one towards short, over to first for the first out of the inning. Routine play there for the first out. As next up will be the second baseman, number 17, Elise Kingston.
Second baseman, number 17, Elise Kingston.
Kingston reached on a catcher's interference in the second inning and then came around to score. Kingston watches first pitch outside. Kingston is a sophomore infielder from Laveen, Arizona. She fouls that one past the third base bag. 1-1 the count. As Holly Myers delivers. That one is lined into left field for a single. 1 out single for Kingston. Second time she's reached today. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 55, Brianna Jorgensen. Jorgensen reached on a fielder's choice in the second and scored as well. Time is called as Jorgensen steps out of the box. Holly Myers on the mound. Her ERA for the season is 7.8, so it may not be as big of a surprise to see the Bears jump out to the 7-0 lead early. There's the first pitch to Jorgensen is ball one. Jorgensen watches that one for ball two. Jorgensen on the season is batting .231 as she lines that one to the shortstop, but shortstop steps on the second base bag and goes over to first for the double play and the final outs of the inning. No runs across for the Bears, first scoreless inning. 1 hit, no runs, 7-0. Bears lead at the end of the third inning as we head to the top of the fourth. We welcome you back to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for the top of the fourth inning. Phoenix Bears lead 7-0 after a run in the first and 6 in the second. Alexis Iresman back out on the mound as leading off for the Pumas in the top of the fourth inning
Jaslyn Romero
is the first baseman number 2, Jaslyn Romero, who takes ball 1. Iresman delivers. That one is high and inside for ball 2. Iresman making quick work so far. As the 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Iresman allowing just 2 hits so far, 3 strikeouts in her outing so far. As Romero fouls that one back for strike 2. As Romero settles back into the batter's box. The 2-2 swung on and fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Back in game 1, Romero was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. She's already surpassed her hit total in game 2 with a hit back in the first inning. As she leads off this third inning trying to add to that hit. The 2-2 once again, fouled off. As she fights to stay alive in this at-bat. The next 2-2 is fouled off once again. Continue to foul off these pitches and making Iresman work out on the mound. Jaslyn Romero is a sophomore pitcher from Williams, Arizona. As she fouls the next pitch off. Back behind the dugout once again. Romero comes in batting .330 on the season, working 10 walks and only 8 strikeouts. As she gets set back in the batter's box, ready for the 2-2 pitch. Romero grounds this down the third baseline, but foul once again. Number of consecutive foul balls here. You wonder where Arizman will go here to try to find that put-away pitch on Romero. Romero starting at first base in both games of this doubleheader. The 2-2 pitch is grounded towards third base. Third baseman makes the play over to Huey at first for the out. First out of the inning as Arizman retires a leadoff batter, which will now bring up the right fielder, number 11,
Right fielder, number 11,
Esti Rojas. First pitch to Rojas is outside for ball one. Rojas grounded out to Huey at first base back in the first inning. As she grounds this one to Huey once again. Huey gets to it, bobbled it for a moment, tried to get back to first, but was not quite in time. Good hustle down the line by Esti Rojas to beat Huey to the bag and get on.
Number 5, Evie Varela.
With one out and Rojas on first now, third baseman number 5, Evie Varela comes to the plate. First pitch to Varela is low for ball one. Varela struck out back in the second inning, the second strikeout victim of Arizman. Varela watches that pitch as it comes in as strike one. Varela's batting 281 on the season, striking out 21 times, walking 11 times. She watches that one for ball two. The sophomore has played in 35 games this season, racking up 89 at-bats. She grounds this one to Hernandez at third, bobbles it for a moment, throws it over to Huey, but the throw pulls her off the bag a bit. And Varela is safe at first. Couple of back-to-back iffy defensive plays here have led to
Designated player, number 4, Angelique.
the Pumas
Aguayo.
having runners on first and second with one out. As that brings up the designated player number 4, Angelique Aguayo. First pitch to Aguayo is in there for strike one. Aguayo grounds the next one through the middle for a base hit, but the runner at third is held. Ball gets past home. Now she comes home and she is out. Nice play there by Stapleton and Ayers men behind the plate, working together to get the runner at home to preserve the shutout here in the fourth inning. So after that single and then throw out at home,
Fielder, number 7,
on that
Abby
throws,
Menor.
Aguayo advanced to second, and the other runner advanced to third as well. As now we'll have a mound visit as the pitching coach comes to talk to his starter to try to help her get out of this trouble here in the fourth inning. As the pitching coach returns to the dugout, Ayersman gets High fives from all her teammates. That'll bring up the left fielder, number 7, Abby Menner. Menner struck out looking back in the second inning. Ayersman would love to make a replicate of that here, as Menner fouled back the first pitch for strike 1. Two outs in the inning, runners on second and third, as that one is grounded sharply to Hernandez at third. No problem there as she gets it over to Huey at first for the final out of the inning. Ayersman escapes the trouble, and despite a hit in the inning and 2 errors, the Bears get out of the inning unscathed. No runs across. Bears still lead 7-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. We welcome you back here to Phoenix College Softball Stadium as we get set for the bottom of the 4th inning. Back out on the mound for the Pumas is number 19, Holly Myers. And leading off the inning for the Bears is the leadoff hitter, right fielder, number 6, Logan Stepp. First pitch to Stepp is outside for ball 1. Stepp is 1 for 2 in the game, or 1 for 1 in the game with a hit by pitch in the first inning, scoring on both those appearances. She lines this one to the shortstop. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, but she is able to get the tag on Stepp for the first out of the inning.
Number 4, designated player, Asia Jones.
One down here for the Pumas. Jones is 1 for 1 in the game with a sac fly back in the first inning and scored in the second inning when she got on with a single. As she fouls the first pitch down the third baseline. Jones is a freshman catcher and utility player out of Florence, Arizona. As the 0-1 pitch. She watches for ball 1. Jones was 3 for 4 in the game 1 of this doubleheader with a homer. As she watches ball 2. 2-1 the count to Jones. That is outside for ball 3. Myers in her 4th inning of work now on the mound as she delivers, and Jones slaps this over the third baseman's head, gets down for a hit in front of the left fielder. Now 2 for 2 on the day. And a runner on first with 1 out now for the third baseman, number 8, Danny Hernandez.
Hernandez.
As it looks like number 20 Brooklyn Gainey will be running for
Gainey.
Asia Jones. Gainey on the season has 5 stolen bases, so you know why she's in the game. As she's a constant running threat on the bases when she's there, as she goes on the first pitch to Hernandez and steals second base. Oh, 1 the count to Hernandez. Gainey on second base, 1 out in the inning. Hernandez watches strike 2. You gotta think it factored into the coach's mind that putting Gainey in to try to steal second and then get that run across, as an 8-run lead through 5 innings would qualify for the mercy rule. As that one is grounded to the shortstop, over to first for the out, and on the play, Gainey advances to third. Great heads-up base running for Gainey. As now, with less than 2 outs,
First baseman, number 18.
the Bears have a runner on third with first baseman number 18, Jenna Huey, coming up. First pitch to Huey is outside for ball 1. Huey watches ball 2. Huey is 0 for 2 in the game with a ground out and a fielder's choice in the first and second innings. With her first hit, she would bring in Gainey and bring the Bears' lead to at least 8. As she watches strike 1 there, the count goes to 2-1. Huey looking for her 75th RBI of the season. As Huey absolutely crushes this deep left field. That ball is gone. Into the neighbor's house across the street. Over not only this fence, but the fence across the street. That ball was absolutely crushed. Jenna Huey with her second homer of the day. Finishing off game 1 with a 3-run homer to give them a 12-2 lead. And now possibly giving them the commanding 10-0 lead here that may end it in the 5th inning. Jenna Huey, 2-run bomb to put the Bears up 9-2. 9-0, excuse me. So with 2 outs and the base is empty now, it'll bring up the center fielder, number 10, Bella Angelo.
Center fielder, number 10, Bella Angelo.
As Angelo watches ball 1. Angelo lines this one into left field for another single. Angelo's second hit of the game. Now with Angelo on first and 2 outs in the inning, That'll bring up the shortstop, number 7, Corinne Meyer, who scored on a hit by pitch in the second inning. First pitch to her is in there for strike 1. Meyer grounds this to the shortstop. Shortstop goes over to first. Nice stretch by the first baseman to record the third out of the inning. 2 runs across on the 2-run homer by Jenna Huey as the Bears increase their lead 9-0 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. We welcome you back to Phoenix College Softball Stadium. As we get set for the top of the 5th inning, the Bears lead 9-0 and potentially going for these last 3 outs of the game, as if they lead by 8 runs after 5 innings, they win due to mercy rule. Alexis Ayersman back out on the mound to start the top of the 5th, and leading off the 5th inning for the Pumas is the second baseman, number 18, Cece Serrano. Serrano struck out back in the 3rd inning as she fouled off the first pitch, and she grounds this one to the second baseman over to first, and Huey for the first out of the inning. Leadoff runner set down is now with 1 out and the base is empty, possibly the final 2 outs for the Pumas. It'll be the catcher, number 3, Kat Smith.
Catcher, number 3, Kat Smith.
The first pitch to Smith is fouled back for strike 1. Ayersman looks in, delivers, is grounded to third baseman Hernandez. Hernandez over to Huey for the second out of the inning. Nice routine play there for the second out, as Serrano and Smith have been sat down in order as the lineup turns over to the center fielder, number 24, Megan Veramontes. Veramontes hits the first pitch to the shortstop. She bobbles it, though. Gets it over to first, not in time. The bobble there by Meyer allowed Veramontes to get to first base safely.
Center fielder number 24, Megan Veramontes.
As now with
left fielder number 23, Emily Veramontes.
now with the runner on first and 2 outs, number 23, the shortstop, Emily Veramontes, will bat. Emily Veramontes watches ball 1. Veramontes is 0 for 2 in the game, with two ground outs in the first and third innings. Ayersman looking for the final out of this game, as this is grounded towards the shortstop. Would have been a tough play, gets past her glove. Everyone is safe. Megan Veramontes goes around second, gets to third safely. And Emily is safe at first base.
First baseman, number 22, Jaslyn Romero.
Now with runners on first and third and 2 outs in the inning, first baseman number 2, Jaslyn Romero, will bat. She grounds this one down to first, but a diving play by Jenna Huey ends this game. What a play by Huey. Diving to make the play and gets it to first for the out to end the top of the fifth inning. 2 hits, no runs across. And that will end this one. 9-0 the final. 1 run in the first, 6 in the second, and 2 more in the fourth to end this 9-0 game for the Bears. Huey hitting her second homer of the day in the fourth inning in the Bears' rout 9-0 to sweep the last doubleheader of their season. 12-2 and 9-0. Thank you for listening, and come back for next season.